Memory is an event and a form, a concept that is multidimensional and beyond linear time, always altered, distorted, and a victim of manipulation. Architecture, contributing to the collective memory of societies, is a subject to change by the authority. But they do not bear the potential to adapt to this change that is commonly more inclined to divide societies. The staircase brings forward the theatrical element in the domestic space of the human program and writes the script of the mind. The staircase is to reject an absolute and authoritative impression of the memory of space. We are the main characters, with our subconscious standing in the places where kings and pawns stand. Right now, we are in the Vatican, St. Peter's Square. In the arrival of the stage, the obelisks at the center of the square is to be removed from the square and returned back to the union of distributed obelisks to restore yet another collective memory formed in Heliopolis. The union map explores the connection within each restored memory of 22 returned obelisks. How did St. Peter's Basilica maintain its status when a structure as grand and ideologically similar, Hagia Sophia, shifted from being a cathedral to a mosque to a museum to a mosque again? Which of these shifts disrupted the collective memory of the structure? The past monuments were control, reign, geometry, glory, and permanence.
But how can a structure become free of these descriptions?
The dome. Hagia Sophia is a structure of 15 centuries, immortal relative to an abundance of lifetimes. You are a witness of 3 narratives. 1. Politics. Academic information has given its volume in cyberspace to news broadcast and political underpinnings. 2. The news. Reducing the exposure to spatiality of the structure and increasing the focus on the definition and bias. 3. Religion. Hagia Sophia exists mainly as a superficial archive of data both in our memories and cyberspace. The web acts as a pseudo-locus of collective memory in the current time, and this method of data collection distorts our memory to have an imbalance over perception versus the meaning. Replicating the dimensions of the well-known dome of Hagia Sophia, a glass dome is to be placed on the marble floors of the structure. This dome will serve as a divisor between the spatial qualities and the prescribed qualities of the space, transforming the structure's monumentality to a new level. The doors of Hagia Sophia are now to be locked forever, and no restorations will be allowed after this point. The only entrance to the interior will be through a gateway and corridor connected to the dome.
Il mare mi porta un po' il pensiero.
It was built 1,500 years ago as a cathedral.
In March 1994, Mr. Erdogan is elected mayor. Mr. Erdogan served 4 months in jail.
He cracked down on eliminating secular law prime minister. It was denounced by critics as a blatant power grab.
He wants to get rid of a lot of what Ataturk had.
Mr. Erdogan wants to Islamicize society.
Within this dome, any scheduled activities of the past definitions of the space can be performed, from praying and Sunday services to tourism. Yet the outside space of this dome must remain free from these performances and free of any prescribed meaning. The structure, from now on, will be to decay and disintegrate to form a ruin, finally joining the cycle of time and life. It will continue to exist as a memory structure separated from forced meanings and political deformation. The exit and the dome are an event and a form, a
concept
concept
that is multidimensional and beyond linear time, where it represents the past but never can exist without the present and can never be complete without the worry that the future brings.